All right, so it's Saturday, a day before game day. We got Dallas coming up. Ideally, I would have loved to have gotten this video out a few days ago, like maybe Tuesday, after that Monday night game, which was like an unbelievable game. It really was. So like we got a lot of things to talk about in this video, but I'm still gonna try to make it a fast video. But let's recap. Let's start from the beginning, and that starts with the Rodgers injury. So if you saw my other video, hey, I said they were going to win, and they did win. And in my opinion, they won. The Jets won this game in very impressive fashion. They did it without Rodgers. They did it, amongst adversity because Rodgers went down, right, with the injury, only 4 plays into the game. They mustered up and they got it done, right? So to me, that victory on Monday night was more than I think you could hope for as a Jet fan, because, like I said, adversity, Rodgers went down, Zach stepped in, and we'll get to Zach in a second. But give Zach some credit because he didn't practice that week, right? He wasn't, among the first stringers that week. He just got thrown into the game like the beginning of the game, right? And he did enough to get the win, all right? Even though his touchdown to Wilson, right, who is my guy, he's been my guy. If you don't think he's been my guy, watch my other videos going back to last year before they even drafted him. I love fucking Garrett Wilson. I think he is fucking awesome. So, and he's a great kid too. And I've said it many times. He's going to be, I think, Pro Bowl this year. And even with Wilson at the helm, I think he's got a shot for the Pro Bowl. He's a really good kid. And he's electric, man, on the field. So anyway, getting back to, all right, so before I get into the rest of this video, just really quick, I mentioned it in the other video, my Jet videos will be going to a brand new Jet exclusive YouTube channel, all right? The name of the channel is Jet Engine. So if you haven't done so, and if you follow my Jet videos and you want to keep following them, go to I'll put the link in the description. Just click it. It'll take you right to the channel. And all you got to do is subscribe. Eventually, that is where all of my Jet videos will go. I will stop. At some point, I am going to stop putting them on this channel. So, let's get back to Monday night. What a game, man. It was one of the best Jet games I've seen in a very long time. Super impressed with, the way the team just, really hung in there, man, and beat Buffalo, all right? Let's not forget that they beat Buffalo, okay? They beat Buffalo, and granted, Buffalo, Allen had a fucked up game. He threw, 3 interceptions. So, yeah, all right, you can say that maybe Allen helped them out a little bit, but ultimately, man, this team showed up amongst the adversity of Rodgers going down, right? You got to love the way they played. Now, here's the deal, okay? Where are we? We are no more Aaron Rodgers for the season, right? Which is like, you got to admit, man, it's crazy with all the hype and build-up, and then 4 plays into the game, he's done for the season. Now, here's my take on it. Yes, I was definitely curious to see how this guy was going to play on this team this year. I did think that he could actually take them deep into the playoffs, possibly a Super Bowl. Listen, it didn't work out that way. Now, everybody I know is like, oh my God, season's over. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, all right? Like, after watching that game on Monday night, where he didn't play in the game, right? Wilson came in unprepared as far as like preparing that week. You know what I mean? Like Wilson had I was not worried that much because Wilson had a very good preseason. He played a lot in the preseason. So I felt like he was prepared for game speed and so on. So ultimately, here's what I'm saying. Everybody started panicking, right? Oh my God, Rodgers is gone, season's over, right? So here's the way I see it, okay? I see it like this. It feels like I'm the only one who is not worried about the fact that Rodgers went down for the season, okay? It doesn't bother me that he went down, okay? But yeah, I mean, did I want to see what he could do with the team? Yeah, okay? But it's not happening. He's done for the season. So, but after seeing the way this team played, this defense played, and just the team in general, everything, the way they stepped up in that adversity of him going down, listen, you have to be, in my mind, you got to be pretty psyched at what you saw. That's the way I feel, okay? I feel like without Rodgers, this team is still going to do some damage this year. Call me crazy, but I think Zach may have matured enough to where he can put together a better season than what we've seen so far, all right? And with all of that, I still think that this is going to be a very good season for this team. They're going to have one of the best defenses in the league, okay? They have a tremendous running game, okay? Strong running game and big defense, all right? Those two factors and all you need is just somebody to steer the ship. That's all Wilson has to do. Zach just has to steer the ship, stay away from turnovers, move the offense, move the chains, big run game, big defense. They can win games, and they can win games in a good way, in a powerful fashion. If it's old school football, it's like Bill Parcells football, all right? Strong running game, time of possession, strong defense. You can win a bowl that way, all right? You just need a little competency from the quarterback position, which I think Zach will be able to do this year. So I'm not devastated like everybody else. I'm really not. I saw enough on Monday night to still be excited about this season. I still think they make a playoff push. I still think that this team will be in the playoffs this year, okay? Because I'm shooting this with my phone, I usually shoot it with my big camera, and I do, but I don't have the time to fucking make the extravagant videos with the shit on it and with the logo and where I will do those types of videos. Like I said, I still want to get out my season prediction video and stuff like that. I got to do that shit on the editing system. And with the time constraints I have these days, the phone will have to do it. But I'm digging this. I hope the audio is good enough. If not, like I said, I'll look into a microphone for the phone maybe. But at least this gives me the ability to shoot a video, cut it super fast if I have to, and just put it right up on the channel. So anyway, let's get to a prediction. All right, Jets, Dallas. After seeing Dallas completely dismantle the Giants, that I think is a good thing for the Jets, because now Dallas maybe Dallas is overconfident, and maybe Dallas ain't going to take the Jets too seriously. No Rodgers, it's the Jets. It's perfect. It's a perfect trap game, okay, for the Jets and for Dallas. Well, really, for the Jets. Dallas, I think, is going to walk into a wall when they kick off this game. All right, I don't think Dallas is expecting what I think is coming their way, which is a very tough Jet team that believes that they can win. And in my opinion, that's the type of team we have this year. Listen, this is one of the best Jet teams I have seen maybe ever. It really is. Aside from, the quarterback position, which is still kind of question mark, other than that, man, this is not only the best team, it's the best, like I said, from top to bottom, GM, coaching staff, team, rookies, draft classes, nucleus, like everything. Nothing is going to beat that epic draft that this team had. What was it now? A year ago, right? It wasn't this past draft; it was the draft before. Epic draft. That's the type, and I said it right after that draft. I said, this is the type of draft that can turn a franchise around and literally make you a dynasty. Like, it was that type of a draft class. So, all right, let's get to it. My prediction for this game. I think it is a close game. I think it's in Dallas. Okay, Dallas does have a very good team, it seems like. But I don't think Dallas sees what's coming their way with this Jet team. So I'm going to say it's going to be, I think, a close game. It's going to be a tough fought game. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I think the Jets take this game. I think they shock the league. I don't know if it would be shocking the league, but I think they surprise the league by getting a win in Dallas this week. That takes them to 2-0. I think Zach he'll have a good game. He's got a whole week now to prepare, mentally and physically, with the first stringers. I think you'll see a good game from him. I think they take this game. So I see it as a 2-0 start for the Jets. And then that'll take us to the Patriot game next week, where that's a 3-0 start for them. I don't give a fuck. They need to beat the Patriots. They better beat the Patriots. And I don't just want to see them beat the Patriots. I want to see them annihilate the Patriots. Okay? So you already know what my prediction is going to be for next week, but let's get back to this week. So, like I said, Sunday, 4 o'clock game. Unfortunately, it's going to be the only game this season I think that I will miss, but I will be DVRing it, and I will be like this all day, trying to get back home that night to just turn it on and watch it, hopefully without having any idea what happened in the game. So, but there it is. There's my prediction. And like I said, as far as Rodgers goes, a little bit more on Rodgers. I really liked what I saw from him. The way he, came onto the team. He said all the right things. He did all the right things. He looked happy. He looked like he was ready to really have an amazing season. But listen, he's almost 40 years old. I feel like maybe he was too caught up in the excitement and the hype. And maybe maybe he just went out there and felt like, he was 20, but he's not. He was scrambling a lot. Now, listen, that's a big part of that is the offensive line's fault. He was running on every play. He was getting chased on every play. But at the same time, he's not a 20-year-old getting chased. You know what I'm saying? He's basically a 40-year-old getting chased the way he was getting chased. And it's unfortunate. It really is. But everything for a reason. Now, here's the interesting thing, I think. And then I'll cap this video. What do we do if Zach has a tremendous season? And by tremendous, I mean he actually gets them into the playoffs, plays good all season, gets them into the playoffs. And, what do you do next year? And if he wins a playoff game, especially, what do you do? What do you do next year when Rodgers comes back? Because Rodgers is going to come back, okay? So what do? How do you start Rodgers over Wilson if Wilson takes them to the playoffs, wins a playoff game? You know what I mean? So, but listen, that is a bridge that is very far away and very philosophical. So, but it is a thought in my head because I do think that this team is going to make a strong playoff push this year. All right? So, when I glanced at the time, it said 17, there it is right there. He is the man. Okay, that's what I was going to say before. Uh, as good as Wilson played, which was really not that great, but again, he wasn't. Listen, give him credit. He didn't have the preparation for the game, but the throw to Wilson, Wilson to Wilson, all right? The throw to Garrett Wilson in the end zone, the fade. The reason why that is such an amazing catch is because that was such a fucking horrible throw by Zach Wilson. Dude, you got to throw it to the other side of the receiver, his back shoulder. He fucking basically threw it to the defender. That's how great Garrett Wilson is. He made that catch was unbelievable. So, and the run back in overtime, it was an amazing game. When that game started, it looked like it was the fucking Super Bowl. Like, that place looked jacked. So, and I still think it will be that type of energy, especially if they continue to win. So, let's do it, man. I still think it's going to be an excellent season, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to go any further with this. It's already a long video. Like I said, go subscribe to the new channel if you haven't done it already. That's where all the Jet videos are going to go. And what else? I feel like I have something else to say here. Yes. Season prediction. I still have that video. I never got it out. So what I'm going to do is I will still splice it, put it together. But I have to take a look at it now because I made those predictions thinking that Rodgers was going to be the quarterback all year. So I'll take a look at it and maybe I'll adjust it, but I might not. I had them winning, I think, it was an ambitious prediction, as it always is, but I think I had them winning like 13 games this year. So do I think they're going to win 13 with Zach? Probably not. That's what I'm saying. I'll take a look at it, and maybe I'll put it out I'll add a section to it with a new season prediction with Zach at the helm. All right, let's do it. That's it, man. Let's do it. Fucking JETS.